What if I told you some animals don't make sounds, they scream? Not ordinary noises, not gentle calls of nature. I'm talking about sounds so terrifying that people genuinely think something bad is happening. This isn't a horror movie sound effect. This is real. These sounds come from living creatures that might be closer than you think. Today, we're listening to 10 of the most terrifying animal sounds in the world that won't just haunt your mind, but might even make your heart skip a beat. Stick around until number 1, because the last one isn't just scary. It almost sounds like something that shouldn't exist in this world. Number 10. Elephant seal. There's a reason why the sound of whales is often used in monster films. When they begin to call, the entire atmosphere around you instantly changes. Their voices are deep, rough, and filled with a metallic distortion. It truly sounds like a massive factory machine collapsing in the depths of the ocean. Hearing it at night will make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, because in the silence of the shore, this mechanical booming feels like a warning that something enormously large and incredibly dangerous has just arrived nearby. Number 9. Cougar. There's something unsettling about the sound of a cougar. It's not just loud, it feels wrong. The moment it echoes, the entire atmosphere tightens. The scream is sharp and piercing, almost human-like. For a second, you might think it's someone crying out for help deep in the forest, and that's what makes it truly disturbing. In the silence of the night, that sound feels like a signal that something fast, silent, and already very close is moving somewhere in the dark. Number 8. Owl. The sound of an owl never truly feels ordinary. Precisely because it's so calm, it feels different. The moment it echoes through the night, the atmosphere seems to hold its breath. Its call is low and deep, softly resonating through the darkness. Interestingly, owls are nocturnal and have incredibly sharp hearing, allowing them to detect even the faintest movements of small prey from a distance in complete darkness. Number 7. Cicada. There's something distinctive about the sound of cicadas. It's not just loud, it's like a wave of noise filling the entire air. The moment it starts, everything feels alive and slightly unsettling at the same time. Their buzzing is sharp and vibrating, like a small machine running endlessly. Interestingly, cicadas can produce sounds exceeding 100 decibels, making them among the loudest insects in the world, with calls that can be heard from quite a distance. Number 6. Hyena. There's something unsettling about the sound of a hyena. It doesn't follow the rules of what you expect from an animal. The moment it breaks the silence, the atmosphere shifts into something uneasy. Its calls can sound like laughter, but there's nothing joyful about it. Those eerie giggles are actually complex vocal signals used to communicate with the pack, showing status, excitement, or tension during interactions. Number 5. Howler monkey. There's something striking about the sound of a howler monkey. It's not just loud, it feels like a deep vibration echoing through the entire forest. The moment it begins, the atmosphere turns intense and wild. Their calls are deep, heavy, and can be heard from very far away. Interestingly, howler monkeys have an enlarged hyoid bone in their throat that acts as a natural resonating chamber, allowing their calls to carry for several kilometers. Number 4. Koala. There's something unexpected about the sound of a koala. Most people imagine them as completely silent, but when they do make noise, it can be surprisingly deep and unsettling. Their calls are low, guttural, and almost pig-like in tone, especially during the breeding season. Interestingly, male koalas use these sounds to communicate over long distances, and the depth of their voice is actually exaggerated by an extra pair of vocal folds in their throat. Number 3. Smoky jungle frog. There's something surprising about the sound of the smoky jungle frog. It's not gentle at all. In fact, it's extremely loud for a frog. When it echoes through the jungle, the atmosphere instantly feels alive yet slightly tense. Their calls are deep, resonant, and can travel surprisingly far. Interestingly, the smoky jungle frog is one of the loudest amphibians in the world, using its powerful voice to attract mates and defend territory in dense rainforest environments where sound needs to cut through thick vegetation. Number 2. Elk. There's something unforgettable about the sound of an elk. It doesn't just echo through the air. It seems to fill the entire landscape with tension and energy. The call starts high and sharp, then drops into deep wavering tones that sound almost musical, yet wild. Interestingly, male elk produce this bugle during the rutting season to attract females and challenge rival males, using their powerful lungs and vocal tract to create such long, complex calls. Number 1. Loon. There's something mysterious about the sound of the loon. It's not just an ordinary bird call, but more like a voice echoing across a silent lake. The moment it appears, the atmosphere shifts into something both calm and unsettling. Its sound can start as a long, eerie laugh, then turn into a wild, piercing scream that cuts through the stillness. Interestingly, loons use different types of calls to communicate, such as marking territory, calling their mate, or warning of danger.